Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Door here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 8, titled League of Villains vs. UA Students. And the synopsis for this episode is there isn't one. I've looked on Crunchyroll, I've looked on Google, both Googling the episode name and just Season 6, Episode 8. I've looked on IMDb, that is the synopsis for something completely different. So, anyone who's watching this episode with no knowledge of the manga would be going in blind. I, of course, can assume what's coming in this based on A, the title, and how the last episode ended. That being that it's going to be the student's plan against Makia, seeing if that works or not, see whether it goes to plan or anything. I don't know whether we're going to be able to have enough time in the episode to jump across to the front lines, but then again, this is episode 8 of the 12 that have been released to the public, and yeah, episode 12 still seems to be in this arc, so it could very well stretch this out across 2 episodes. But I guess we'll just find out when it starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Surprised that actually worked. Here's the thing. She fell from that height after getting smacked by several pieces of a building. And she is still not only conscious, but able to move properly and looks to be able to fight. That is some very anime logic. I still love the fact that she's just holding onto his leg and it's doing very little. I wonder if there's anything important enough in this episode to change the ending. Because I know there's something coming up that will change it. I just wonder if there's anything before then. I'm hoping to at least have these all recorded by the time that I start seeing reactions for episode 10. So I've got a couple days. The problem is, I can only react to these when they show up, which seems to be 2 weeks after they show up on Crunchyroll. And if I'm working that day, then it's going to be coming out late. Oh, hey, look, it's all three traitor theory candidates in the same scene. Well, three of the four. I keep forgetting Nezu was one. She wouldn't let them kill her. You don't normally let someone do that. I can see why people are unsettled by her quirk. I think it's rather interesting if you think about all the niche scenarios that you can use it. I mean, Darby could do something. Just send a wave of flames down his back. That'd probably do something to Mount Lady. Here's the thing. I can see how Sato and Shishida can hold him with their strength. But what can Kendo do? Like, she just enlarges her hands. That doesn't innately give a strength boost. And also, Sarah and Ibara, you'd think they'd have just been pulled off the ground. Yeah, no, the ones that you want to be there aren't there. Unless, of course, that happens. You got the midnight treatment. Nope. I don't. I don't remember the flames, or at least I don't remember them being blown from his breath. And that is why you have backup plans. And the heroes have finally caught up. It's like she's trying to get something out of a dog's mouth. And that is why they showed the Acid Man before this arc started. I do wonder where the eyes come from, though. And now for something that was actually quite surprising to the majority of the fandom when it was revealed. Yeah, it was real surprising when that was revealed. Like, there was obviously Kirishima and Mina's backstory in the Shihazaki arc. We've seen all the Gigantomachia stuff, plus more that wasn't in the anime, and yet majority of us did not put two and two together. And she's down for the count. Rock does not burn, unlike iron. Comrades, we will go to Shigaraki. That's actually a really good showcase of just how sharp Kirishima's rocks are, because they pierce Gigantomachia's skin. And that's the guy that Momo has been doing her internships with. Before this arc, we never actually knew who he was. Unfortunately, that 30 liters was only for a creature of his size, and he's just grown a lot more. Is there any shelter left? I really just should keep unloading on him while he's like this, rather than let him monologue. See, everything he just said has been said by pretty much every villain so far. So you'd think by now they'd realize, huh, well, there must be a point to what they're saying if everyone is saying it. Thanks for the pickup. And, well, you failed on both those points, didn't you? You didn't stop off one, and he still found out about your family. Arguably, no. Like you could see where she's coming from. But it didn't end up working, so He may not be able to decay her, even if he had his quirk, but he can just punch straight through her head. It is what Banjo said. It responds to his emotion. If he uses it in anger, it'll lash out. So, yeah. Hey, no biting. It's maybe an all-out war, but no biting. Is this where they're going to end? Maybe? No, it is where they ended. Oh, that makes sense. That was a good episode. So, you may have noticed I had a little bit of a confused look on my face when Yuku commented on the quirk eraser. Because I sort of want to double check this before saying it, but I'm going to let the credits play out. Because I'm pretty sure there were two bullets in the manga. There was the one he had in the hand that he flicked at eraser, but I think there was also one that he fired in Endeavor's direction as well. Like, that's why Endeavor and Bakugo didn't intercept it. Because he flicked one at Endeavor, who had to avoid it, and Bakugo destroyed it, so that's why they weren't there to stop the one fired at Endeavor. Not Endeavor, Eraser. At least I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And that is why the scarf is in the ending. Yeah, I wanna double check that. No. Let's try that one. Maybe it. Yeah, this should be the chapter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there was a second bullet. Because in the panel after he does his Wyoming smash, you can see that there's one that's shattered in his right side, while Bakugo seems to be flying up behind Midoriya and Shigaraki, and Endeavor's behind him, so... No, they just didn't reach it in time. Okay. There was definitely meant to be a decoy bullet, but they think they got it, and that's when he flicked the one at Aizawa. So, yeah, they just didn't reach it in time. But they didn't show them flying up behind him in this, so it looked like they just disappeared for the scene. Anyway, yeah, so Eraser's got hit by a Quirker Racing bullet. That does not bode well for this battle now, does it? Because if his quirk goes, Shigaraki's returns. And then suddenly, well, for one, he's got his hand in Ryukyu's, so he may not be able to decay her scales, but I'm pretty sure if he got the touch of the flesh inside, it would. I still don't know why she's immune to his decay. Like, you see him touch her, you see him confused as to why it didn't do anything. And that was before Eraser even activated his ability. So, or was that as Eraser activated it? Maybe an as. Yeah, may have been as he activated it. I'll double check though. Okay, so he starts his battle with Deva. No. Let's try 74. No, because Ryukyu arrived with Eraser, I'm pretty sure. So that must have been as Eraser's quirk activated. Yeah, no, that it is. Okay, I managed to misinterpret that scene twice. Never mind. Anyway, good episode. Was surprised that we got so much of this episode dedicated to the Endeavor, well, the Shigaraki battle. But then again, it sort of makes sense because they enacted the full plan against Gigantomachia, and then he just sort of hulked out even more. And yeah, so there wasn't really much more they could do for that plan in this episode. Which means we're probably going to get the aftermath of that in the next one. And it's going to be very interesting to see what they show. But I guess we'll just have to find out when that comes on. So I'll catch you in the next one.